I am here because I want change. I want my country to change. I want it to be developed. I want poverty to go. I want everybody to get educated. And I want it through the women of eyes. I've been always ruling by men. So I don't see such big changes. So we need another chance. And I am another chance because I am representing more than 50% of people. So this is your chance to fulfill your desire once through me. So thank you very much.
Vote for Anupa. Don't forget to take your ballots.
Why? Why? You're such a lousy campaign manager. Why should they vote for her?
Because she's just told you she's going to work for the women. And
she's the new chance.
Huh?
She's the new chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a supporter right over here.
I am the head of the Inclusive Development Party, and by inclusive, I'm working for men and women, not just women. My opposition is talking about women, women, women. Women are human beings too. Why should we just focus on women? And besides, she has not said anything. She has not said anything on how she's going to do this. She has not told you how she's going to achieve development for everyone. How is that going to happen? We want to know how. She has no facts. She should go and stay in the kitchen and cook for her husband.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. You saved it. Well, your husband here has done a fantastic job. You've been the director of that company for over 20 years. But when we look at your balance sheet and what the company has done, there's nothing exceptional. So what makes you think that when you become the president of this country, you'll do something different?
Social awareness.
You are better cooking for your husband and taking care of your children. So for us, we think, we look at all these men, they've achieved so much. You have not done anything. What do you think you can do? You are a woman.
And also inclusive government, with inclusive political party, we don't want this woman because she forgave her husband when he cheated.
Yeah.
She'll be another Hillary Clinton.
Hey, you're saying you're giving a different chapter, but this thing of woman, you're supposed to be a mother. You're supposed to be a grandmother. You're supposed to be an aunt. Who are you leaving your roles to? Can you please go back and mentor the other boys who are supposed to be the president of this country? Don't you relinquish your responsibilities to other responsibilities. Culture puts you in a right position. You're supposed to be a supporter. You're not supposed to be there. Please support your boys to be president.
Okay, let's hear what the husband has to say, and then we're going to go over to the journalists to wrap up their report, and let's hear it. And please think of everything that they're saying here.
Well, as the husband of hopefully your future president, I would like to say a few words. I would like to remind everybody here that we are living in the 21st century. We're living in a globalized world where African culture is part of a global culture and vice versa. We cannot pretend that we are out of history and redo what the colonizers have imposed on us. It's part of history, it's part of progress that we acknowledge that women have been powerful agents in politics on this continent until the colonizers arrived. And those who are for true decolonization of our continent actually have to acknowledge that patriarchy partly came from Europe and we have to send it back, and I can only
brainwashed yourself.
It's been given
Sorry, I'm a bad host. As being a female journalist, I must express that we are so happy, the women journalists in this country, that we have a woman candidate. And we, as being women, belongs to half the population. And I know that our country has recognized that human rights is important, and women's rights are human rights. So in this campaign, I will assure you that we journalists will also be very very hard working to try to tell all about what you as a woman candidate can do for our country. And it's also not being, I mean, we are not being biased here because women's rights are human rights.
Yes.
How much money did she give you?
Jerica is going to give headline and some really not good, too good news on the woman.
Actually, I have another question to the first man. You are the leader of one of the biggest broadcast stations in this country. How will you be able to sort of direct a fair and good campaign for all candidates when your wife is running for president?
Thank you very much. I think this is a very good question. It gives me the possibility to share again that you might remember that the moment I took over the leadership, we implemented immediately transparent leadership and horizontal hierarchies. We flattened them, and as a consequence, we will have ensured that we have multiple voices and a diversity of perspectives.
The country will be run by the husband.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very interesting debate here from the field. Let me just say, power, corruption, fraud, it's all happening here at this candidacy. The husband clearly involved in very, very, very dodgy circumstances. Now, what we want to know, ladies and gentlemen, is how are we going to have this woman as a president when she cannot even keep her own house in order? Her husband clearly under her thumb. Who are going to look after her children? Who is going to cook for her? They're going to run amok. I suggest she goes back home and gets her house in order, and we have her husband run for president. Thank you, and now back to the field.
My house is in order. Yes. It is in smooth. It's running smoothly. That's why my husband could stand by my side.
Yes.
If it was in chaos and if it was in disorder, we both could not be here.
Yes.
So, first of all, my home is in condition. It is running smoothly, and I want my country to run smoothly as well. And we have